TorgyTalk. 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 One and welcome back, everybody. How we doing? Welcome back to the Ball Boys episode. I don't know what episode we're on, but it doesn't matter because there's a lot of mediocre football going on except for one fucking game.
Just the one. Yeah,
just the one game. Washington versus Tampa Bay was a great watch.
Everything else has been a blowout.
Everything else has just been fucking just really boring to watch.
No, it's been rough.
Except for watching the Packers get their ass stomped. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, but we all had to watch the Eagles win, so nobody won that day.
So yeah, man, let's just jump right into this. I've been hearing all over Chicago sports radio and just all over ESPN that we've been talking about this since we started doing this podcast.
The entire season,
did we draft
people
the right
have been
guy?
saying this. Yeah,
did we draft? Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Like the question: did we draft the right guy? We did. We drafted the right guy. He's our guy. Deal with it.
I agree. I agree completely. And for all these analysts, obviously we're not analysts. We're just two Bears fans speaking our thoughts. We're on our way to becoming analysts. Okay, we're analyzing stuff. So essentially, we're analysts. We're analyzing this.
And to an extent, we're wannabes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no way that you can say Jayden Daniels would have done what he's doing in Washington if he was in Chicago. There's no way in hell. Chicago obviously has the biggest track record of ruining. We've never had a fucking quarterback throw for 4,000 yards for one. So obviously, and we just not a quarterback. Everybody knows that if quarterbacks go to die in Chicago, that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Jayden Daniels would have changed that.
I mean, to think that no, things wouldn't have changed, in my opinion. We would have had another quarterback, and we would be saying the exact same thing the other way around. Caleb Williams would have been our guy if we drafted, anybody else.
Yep.
It's just how it is.
It's Justin Fields. It's his fault. It's Justin Fields' fault. No, it's the people around him. It's the people around the coaching or the coaches around him not developing him. He's literally just Justin Fields was set up for failure from the start. Hopefully they get this hire right to save
you mean
Caleb Williams
for head coach. Yeah.
Hopefully they get this hire for this new head coach right, so they can develop Caleb Williams properly, and we can keep him. We can have a franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, how cool would that be? Because another thing with these people saying that Jayden Daniels did so much better than besides win-loss record. Obviously, we'll give him that 100%. Listen to these numbers. Jayden Daniels passing yards 3,568. Caleb Williams passing yards 3,541.
27 yards.
27-yard difference. Jayden Daniels sacked 47 times. Caleb sacked 68 times. Okay. Now, rushing attempts, 148 to Caleb's 81. And Jayden Daniels has 891 yards rushing. So he does have him on the rushing yards.
He's good on his feet.
Caleb Williams, as he's said it in interviews before, he doesn't consider himself a running quarterback. He can get it done if he needs to, but he's throw first all the time. And then their interceptions that they had. Jayden Daniels had 6 interceptions. No, correction. Sorry, that's the rushing. That's the rushing stats.
No, he had 9 to
9 interceptions to Caleb's 6. Yeah. And right there, dude, 6. I mean, obviously he had that huge streak. Caleb had that huge streak where he broke the record, and it was a very boring streak because it was just
a little bit. I mean,
losses and pathetic play.
Yeah, you couldn't get one win in that.
No. That's insane. It's just obviously everybody knows that just came down to coaching, all those losses. For the most part.
The Patriots
loss was on everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's the line. It's the ownership. the general manager, all these people that are making these decisions to bring in these people that just aren't they're not doing their job,
Yeah.
they're not doing their job to the extent that they could be or should be, right?
Yeah.
And it's almost like just self-sabotage. We just keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
It's just going to stay that way until, I mean, obviously we can sit here and fantasize about the McCaskey selling the team all day, but until that day comes, I don't know if anything is going unless they either obviously sell the team or hire a guy and let him do his thing and let him do a complete culture change. Like they let Mike, they don't want a Mike Ditka guy in there because I don't know what the fuck he did, but they don't want that anymore. They don't want that big personality anymore. They want it to be like traditionally, it's just, I don't know. So I just want them to let the guy that they hire, let him bring the culture change. You want a culture change, let him bring it. You know what I mean? We haven't even touched on it. Goddamn Mike Vrabel. Picked up by the Patriots. He's signed with the Patriots. He's head coach of the Patriots. I mean, that goes full circle. I mean, it's kind of
I was going to say
for him.
Anybody could have seen that coming, I guess.
Yeah. I just saw all those AI Photoshop pictures of him wearing Bears shit, and I'm like, God, that looks cool. I was all for Mike Vrabel. I personally wanted Mike Vrabel over Ben Johnson just because of the proven head coach. I didn't want to take that gamble on the unproven coordinator again because we've seen how that has gone in the past.
I mean, I hate to say, Mike Vrabel reminds me of Dan Campbell. He just seems like a guy, like just a blue collar, the person who's going to get in the dirt with you, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
He seems like the type that's going to
with you.
Yeah, he seems like the type that's going to be getting gritty with everybody on the sideline just because that's who he is, because he enjoys it, Yeah, dude, like
doing the gritty.
I mean, I think he would have been an awesome addition. I think he'll be great for the Patriots.
Oh yeah, I mean, it literally is a Dan Campbell situation. Ex-player comes to coach, but the Patriots weren't a garbage establishment for their not their entire thing. But I mean, the Lions never how many postseason wasn't? I know they've never been to they never won a Super Bowl. Have they ever been to a Super Bowl?
So no, they've never been to a Super Bowl. They've been to the playoffs.
Not much, but.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. It was like
it's kind of a Dan Campbell situation, but not really.
From 2000 to 2011, I think the Lions had like 30 or 40 wins or something. Like they had a really, really bad run. And I mean, one of those ones was when Dan Campbell was there, and he went 0-16.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky was the quarterback, the guy that's been talking all this shit about fucking Caleb Williams. And be like, hey, at least Caleb Williams knows where the back of the end zone is, Dan Orlovsky. I'll pull that up. I'll send you that clip, dude. It's so funny. As during that 0-16 season, he literally rolls out. Dan Orlovsky's rolling out, and he's in the end zone, and he fucking just rolls out, and he's running out of bounds. And the defensive player chasing him, I forgot who it was. Might have been who's the guy that played for the Pack? Clay Matthews. I think Clay Matthews is like pointing, laughing at him or something like that. No, it might not have been Clay Matthews. It might have been because he was out of bounds. I don't know if it was Clay Matthews or if it was one of those very recognizable defensive players that from that era that I can't think of it anyway. But it was just very funny. You could just see him pointing at him, like, "You idiot, you're out of bounds."
Gotcha.
Yeah, 0-16, man. That's just that's. I remember that. That's insane.
I always say this, like, sure, the Bears had a bad season, but it could always be worse. It could get a lot worse.
But it's like, even throughout all of that, I feel like Chicago still is just more of a laughing stock of an establishment than Detroit ever has been. You know what I mean?
Just because they do it to themselves, and they get everybody, like, I mean, you and me, they got us all hyped up. Like, I was on board, dude. I thought Chicago Super Bowl, at least a contender. Even the first four games of the season, like, yeah, they were looking like a playoff contention team, and they did it to themselves, and it's embarrassing. And
I didn't think Super Bowl. I literally thought 10-7 was what our regular season record was going to be. I thought we were going to finish the season 10-7, and we were going to maybe. hopefully get past the wild card round was what I was hoping for. I think I said that we had a chance to compete for the North. I thought that we really did. I mean, in the beginning of the fucking season, we did.
Yeah, but not with the way everybody else was doing. Yeah.
Right.
No,
I mean,
we
it's
did.
just like,
You're right. I mean,
I don't like the fact that they just I mean, this year was a little bit more convincing. I think it was the Hard Knocks convinced me a little bit more. I really just thought like, hey, I know this is not like the year, but like we're gonna make some great strides towards like the next couple of years. This is the year that we fucking finally see it. We finally get to see it. We had that. What was it? Was it the first year that Justin Fields started? It was like 3. We went 3 and something or whatever. God, that was terrible. And then last year we went 7 and 10. And then this year,
not terrible.
5 and 12. I didn't think it was going to get worse than last year, but here we are. But hey, look what he had to go through. Two head coaches, 3 offensive coordinators. Like, that's what Caleb had to deal with, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he fucking had Shane Waldron, boom, got fired. Thomas Brown steps in. Then Thomas Brown gets promoted when Eberflus gets fired. Then Chris Beatty comes in and starts calling plays. It's like, and they're all calling plays on Shane Waldron's playbook. So that's another thing, too, dude, about this hire. I feel bad for Thomas Brown because he didn't really get to bring his own offense into the situation.
Yeah, he inherited a bunch of garbage and had to figure out how to make it look like shinier garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I really did like the guy. Just his just like the way he handled the press, the way he talked about players having accountability, and like pretty much just like, hey, quarterbacks are babied in this league, not on my fucking watch. He's like, no, you're gonna be held accountable, and he held Caleb accountable, and yeah. I mean,
I feel like he did that because he had to, because the person that was before him just refused to take blame. I mean,
yeah, oh yeah, Matt Eberflus, he was just notorious for like just dancing around questions in the media, and literally, and then he would just also like when he went in on that the day after the Detroit game for that 9 a.m.
with the timeout that he had in his pocket.
Yeah. He didn't even call a timeout during that interview or during that press conference. He should have. But that motherfucker, dude, he like doubled down on his decision. He's like, I liked what we had going there, and like, I wouldn't if I could go back, I would play it the same way. Like, I feel like why? I mean, why?
Like a little bit of that. Sure, it's respectable. It's noble to say like, yeah, I believe that I did the right thing, but
yeah, everybody knows you didn't, and all you got to do is just say, I fucked up. That's all you got to do. That's all they wanted, I think. I feel like maybe the McCaskies don't. Maybe I don't know if they had their mind made up already at that point, but they could have been like, let's see what he says, and then he said that, and they're like, okay, we're firing him for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh well, I do hope that they make the right decision. They bring in somebody good.
I do too. I really think that they. I don't know. I don't want to say that I think that they're going to, because they never have brought in the right guy except for Lovie Smith, and they fucking fired him.
And they convinced the whole city that he wasn't the guy. I thought he wasn't. Now looking back, I'm like, what were we thinking?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just really hope that they bring in. I'm thinking they interviewed Ron Rivera today. Did you see his record in Washington? Pretty bad.
No, I didn't.
It's very bad. He was the head coach for Washington for I don't know how many seasons, but not a great record. But he's an ex-Bear. He was on the '85 Bears.
Okay.
So that's one cool thing. I think he was on the '85 Bears. I know he was on the Bears for sure. That's
that could be it. I mean, okay, back to the Dan Campbell thing. Dan Campbell was not a head coach anywhere.
No, he's just a tight end coach, right? I don't even think he was a coordinator.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
I think he was just a positions coach. I know he was a tight end coach.
And he came in and he built this winning team. And I think it's just because he brought in a lot of passion. He loves the city. He played for the city, and
put his heart and soul into it.
Maybe Ron Rivera's the guy, dude. 85 Bears, he's bringing in that mentality. Like, hey, I want us to be like this again, and figuring out a way to.
I hope that's the case, man. If they hire him, I hope that if they hire Ron Rivera, I don't. So at this point, dude, I don't really even know who I want. Obviously, besides Ben Johnson, I don't know and John Gruden. I've told you that. I'm a sucker for John Gruden. I love his energy. I really think he could bring a culture change.
Good.
And he's a quarterback coach. He used to have that. Did you ever watch that John Gruden Gruden's QB camp back in the day? It was on ESPN.
No.
It was wild, man. It was a really cool show. It's just wild listening to him they go in the quarterback room and listen to him break down plays and shit. It's just like cool stuff. I don't know. I love watching coaches break down shit. That's why I love watching following John Gruden, because now he Barstool has him breaking down plays and stuff, and it's like, fuck yeah, dude.
He brought Andrew Luck in one of their episodes, and Andrew Luck just totally nerded out on the whiteboard. You're right. It's cool to watch.
Dude, speaking of Andrew Luck, imagine what he would have done if he would have stayed in the league.
I feel like he replaced.
Well, he got drafted to fucking replace Peyton Manning pretty much. That's why they drafted him, because they were ready to move on.
Is he coaching right now?
No, I know he is the GM of Stanford's football program.
That's what it is. Yeah. So he's focusing on all the recruiting efforts and okay,
which is dope. That's kind of cool.
That's really cool. And man. he knows his stuff. I mean,
yeah, dude. That guy was something else, man. And then good for. He made the right choice, dude. Concussions are no joke.
No, yeah. Save yourself.
Look what CJ, man. CJ 4 concussions in 2 seasons.
We should put together a highlight reel of CJ's concussions. Those 4. I remember I saw a few of them live.
They're bad.
I mean, damn,
dude. He had one where I remember he landed on his head, didn't he? There was a couple of them that were bad, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I got a lot of concussions from high schoolers. Can you imagine what it's like to get a concussion from a full-grown man?
These people playing for money. I got to feed my kids. I'm going to lay you out.
Yeah, I'm going to destroy. You're going to be retarded when I'm done. You got it. Oh, my God, dude. Holy shit. But yeah, man, I really don't think that we, before we bail on the fucking Bears talk, I really don't think that we drafted the wrong guy. I really think that we got the right guy. I think he's perfect for our city. And I've been praying to the gods and the football gods and real God about bringing the Bears the right guy. And I really think that we're going to do this, man. I really do think, like I told you, that Packers win was the football gods saying, "Hey, you did it. You put up with this shit. Mm-hmm. Here's to better time." It might not be next season, but I think it's going to start looking up as of next season. Next season, I think it's going to start looking a lot better.
I think we're perfect in 2025 right now. So
yes, sir.
It's looking good. And who's the guy? Oh no, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I wonder how what the record is for how first time coaches, how far a first time coach has ever taken a team.
You don't know. I'm sure there's some outliers.
Oh boy, hang on.
Okay. Oh, you're back.
Scared me. I gotta stop playing with my fucking cord. Yeah, no, I wonder what the furthest. I think Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's a first time head coach for the Commanders, and he's going into this divisional round. So there's that. Who?
Dan Campbell. Jesus, we're just talking about him.
Well, I'm saying I'm saying first year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. I wonder if anybody's done that, because I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, we're undefeated in 2025. Keep the train going.
Good luck.
Go to the playoffs. I'm not. Guys, I'm a Bears fan. I understand that is probably most likely not going to happen. I'm just saying, what are you saying for your team? Do you say, oh, you know what, my team sucks. I'm not even going to think about winning. I'm going to think about the best fucking case scenario for my team every single year.
I'm hoping for the best.
Yes, of course.
I'm anticipating the worst.
Exactly.
So I'm not totally caught off guard, but I want the best, dude.
Yeah.
I want to win the Super Bowl next year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That'd be so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I don't know. Who do you, besides Ben Johnson and, Ron Rivera or John Gruden or any of the ones, Cliff Kingsbury's the only, that's my 4. I don't think the list should be any longer for that than the Bears. I don't understand why they're digging so deep.
I have been stuck on this since they first planted the seed. But Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame's head coach, I am so stuck on that guy. I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff that he's like, some of the press conferences and things that he said, but he just seems like, yeah, I don't know. He just seems like a good guy, just somebody that
Oh
you
yeah,
want to have,
I won't disagree with you
leading
there.
your team. Like,
He did you know he actually brought back the Sunday tradition or the tradition of game day mass for the team?
I heard. I mean, I saw like the video or
Yeah, I guess
whatever it was special.
Brian Kelly got rid of that tradition apparently, and like he brought it back, and that's I love tradition, so can't you know what I mean?
And that's a good one. I mean, Notre Dame should do that. I mean,
Right.
they go to church, they go to the chapel that's like right on campus, right? And they do
Yep,
it
and
with
they go
both
straight.
teams,
Yep.
and then both teams walk together to the field, and that's that. I mean, like just thinking about that, dude, that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's cool, and
Um.
I'm betting that carried a lot of weight in their success this season.
Oh yeah.
Just the hype, you know.
Oh yeah. We'll do. So I've also been hearing on the radio too about because they were talking about Marcus Freeman actually today when I was in the car, and they were saying that Notre Dame, the head coaching position at Notre Dame is like one of the most prestigious, most envied position in all of sports, in all of coaching football. Like that is besides like I think they were saying like that. They're like it almost even going to the NFL almost isn't a step up from like if you can succeed at Notre Dame, like that's where you'd want to be. Like I don't know exactly how they said it, but like they were saying that like why would he leave? You know, why would he? You know, he just like I mean, he's got he's been there for 4 years now. This is his third season or whatever,
You
and
know, and he's been. I mean, he's doing great. He's going to the national championship.
yeah,
So,
something that yeah. I mean, he's doing
I
something
would
great.
I would hate to take him away and make him feel like a hostage, right? Like, just
Right.
if he's happy with Notre Dame, then stay at Notre Dame. Are you kidding me? But
Yeah.
I do think that he'd be a good person to bring in to change a culture. You know.
Yeah, I see where you're saying with that for sure. The only thing that scares me about it is just like not being a head coach in the NFL yet. That's the only thing. I don't want to
the
test
lack of
that with us
experience.
because you see Urban Meyer or who's another head coach like that's done something like fuck.
I mean, I was talking about
Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. I think he was in the NFL for a little bit. Doug Peterson. No, Doug Peterson wasn't a coach for college. I'm stupid. Don't. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Urban Meyer,
Chip Kelly was 49ers.
yeah, so
coach.
Chip Kelly didn't work out. Now he's Ohio State's offensive coordinator. Who else? Urban Meyer. We talked about that last week. Urban Meyer. Yeah, he. Who else?
Jim Harbaugh. I guess the other way around, but kind of.
Well,
He did.
he had success at both levels, and then
Yeah.
he had success in the NFL, success in college, and came back to the NFL. So I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable right now with our track record. Just taking a gamble on another. I mean, at least he is a head coach. I will give him that. At least he's not like like a college offensive coordinator or something like that. I feel more comfortable about that. At least he's a head coach, and he did turn around an entire program in 3 years. Like,
Yeah, he
that's
did.
so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't want them to like look at like this guy that they met. What's Mike Kafka or some shit? Who the fuck is that? The guy from
Oh my
the
god.
offensive coordinator for fucking Arizona or whatever. The guy that looks like Megamind.
Yeah, it looks like a fuck. He looks like a thumb. Like,
Dude, like who are these people? And then they're also like looking at the offense or the head coach for Iowa State or some shit. Like, and Ryan Poles said, yes, Ryan Poles said we are digging deeper than we have ever dug before. Why? Why are you digging so deep? You
Ryan
idiot!
Poles, like,
It's
dude,
right in front
these
of you.
people are being handed to you on a silver platter.
Why-
Give
I
them
just
a
want-
job. Like,
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, we're gonna wake up one morning and we're gonna see a headline and we're gonna be like, wait, what? Who? It's gonna be.
here's a question. Do you think that they're going to wait until the playoffs are over before they hire a coach? And I mean, or because they would be foregoing a lot of opportunity, I'm sure. I mean, there's a lot of teams that need coaches. Or do they just jump on, say next week? They say, Ron Rivera, we see all the other teams doing it. We're doing it too. Like,
I mean, that is a very
our-
strong possibility. It just depends on. Hopefully, if they're going to do that, they do it to the right candidate. At least, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, jump on the right guy. Don't just jump on some random. You know what I mean? Like, I just hope that they're going to. I don't know, dude. That's a good. Because Because if you wait too long, you wait till let's say Detroit does go to the Super Bowl, you got to wait till February to have a legitimate interview with him.
And you're going to miss out on a lot of people.
How many other fucking teams are going to have an interview with him? So you got to think of that. He's going to want to interview with everybody. You got to think, all right, shit, that's a lot of time. And then what happens if you pass up on all those other candidates, and then you're like, all right, Ben Johnson's our guy, and he doesn't take the job, he takes a different job. Then you're fucked. Now you're out. Now you're out into like, oh, who do we hire now? So yeah, it's a good question. I really don't know what they're going to do. I really hope that we don't. I don't want them to like rush, but I don't want them to take too much time. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't need to take that much time. It's right there. Fuck, at this point, you can hire Pete Carroll. You can hire Ron Rivera. Not Ron Rivera. Fuck that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I know what you mean.
Just hire the right guy, please. Just whoever he is. Just let him do his thing. That's all I ask. Because you can
that and give him a chance. Give him more than a season. I mean,
right.
Or I don't know, whatever it takes.
It's
too many changes have been made, and nothing good has come of any of it.
Yeah.
So let's stick with something and just fix it, right?
Right. And also, like, so you got to think of these head coaches too. Who they're going to bring in a staff? Who are they bringing in? Like, who are these guys going to bring in for their offensive coordinator? If Ben Johnson comes in, who's he bringing? Is he bringing, he's probably not going to bring an offensive coordinator. Is he going to bring Aaron Glenn with him for a defensive coordinator? No, he's not leaving Detroit. Why the fuck would he?
Aaron Glenn is also a candidate for head coach
too. Yeah.
He's not going to.
Exactly.
I don't think he's going to want to.
If he's leaving anywhere, it's for a head coach position. He's not going to leave anywhere for another coordinator.
Probably.
Who else? I don't know why I'm saying who else. Another one that I was going to say, Brian Flores, the Vikings defensive coordinator. He's up for possible candidacy. And Ryan Poles was teammates with him at Boston College. So that's like been another rumor that's been flying around that, they're teammates. He's going to bring in somebody that is, make sure that if he brings in that, Brian Flores, he knows that Brian Flores is not going to try to push him out, which is what a rumor I've been hearing. Obviously they're all rumors, but about Ben Johnson, like he wants, the only way he'll come is if Ryan Poles is gone or some shit. Like, it's just like all rumors, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's
not too far-fetched to believe. I mean,
yeah,
but
whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to get too excited about the Bears making the right choice. I'm just going to pray and pray and pray that they do, and just go from there. And hopefully, in the next 2 years, we're not waving goodbye to Caleb Williams.
Yeah, well, if he does leave, I can't blame him.
Yeah,
if nothing changes.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I think he'll. I don't know. I've got very nice thoughts in my head about it. I don't know. Let's talk about some playoffs, dude. Fucking. So we said that only game that was really worth watching was that Commanders Tampa Bay game, which was wild.
The wild card games, they have sucked. They have all sucked except that one.
Yeah. Yeah, the Packers-Eagles was a blowout. What else was there? The frickin' Chargers-Texans, that was a blowout, right?
Yeah, I mean, Steelers-Ravens. Ravens stomped the Steelers.
Yeah.
Bills-Broncos. Was that even a game? I mean, Bo Nix, the Broncos scored on the opening drive, and that was it.
Yeah.
Eagles-Packers, I think everybody lost. Nobody wanted to see either of those teams win. And then... Oh, yeah. Rams game just ended. Rams won 27-9.
Jesus.
I'm glad I'm not watching that.
we turned that. Yeah, we were going to watch the whole thing. I thought that was going to be a game.
That's the one I thought was going to be it. Like
I was like, I was really looking forward to it. I'm like, that's going to be some good football tonight. And I'm like, whoa, all right.
No, Vikings, I mean, Sam Darnold could not get anything going. And I think he was sacked.
Six times last time I checked.
I was going to say, when I stopped watching, he was sacked 6 times. Threw 2 interceptions or something.
Damn, that sucks, man. He had such a good year. I was really hoping that he'd go a little bit further. Good for him, though, that he got that, Fuck, I was about to say something that we were going through the games, and hang on, what games did we talk? We just listed off the games that just happened. What were they again? Sorry.
All right, so we got Chargers, Texans,
Yep.
Steelers, Ravens, Broncos,
That's what it
Bills.
was. Steelers, Ravens.
Okay.
It was real quick about the Bears. One more thing. I heard that the Steelers might be looking to part ways with Mike Tomlin because of his. I mean, he has a fucking great regular season record, but his playoff record is not. I'd be all right with the Bears hiring him at this point.
You know,
Sorry, a winning record.
I disagree entirely.
Yeah?
I don't know if you saw it or like read any of the transcripts from his interviews, but he has blamed the majority of his like all the BS that they've done this season. He's blamed it all on Russell Wilson.
Oh, then never mind. I don't want him.
Yeah, like
I didn't know. I did not know that. Okay, no, fuck that.
I mean, like not directly. He's not saying Russell Wilson did an awful job, but he's saying we struggled at quarterback, and like that was it. I mean.
Nah, fuck
I would hate for him to come to Chicago and just mentally dismantle Caleb Williams,
Yeah.
like,
but I mean, oh fuck, man, he had Ben Roethlisberger. Look at that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's probably why he's acting the way he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be open to it. I think at this point, I'd be more open to him over Pete Carroll. I think just because Pete Carroll's 73. I think that's the only reason. I don't want Joe Biden being our fucking coach. I really don't. Literally, I don't want him halfway through his tenure to like literally just be like, oh, we're gonna call timeout here. Stop calling timeouts, dude. Stop. We don't have that many. It's gonna be the exact opposite of Matt Eberflus. The fucking opening kickoff happens. He calls timeout when the ball's in the air. It's like timeout. I forgot to drink my prune juice. All right, sorry. Now let's get back onto the what we were talking about. My bad.
You're good.
I totally forgot about that today. Yeah.
What's that?
I just totally forgot to mention that the Mike Tomlin thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw that he might be looking for a job, but
yeah.
Stay away from Chicago, Mike Tomlin. I don't care about your record.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy too. He's another candidate too. It's like you said though. Do they jump on him? Do they jump on him? Do they jump on it now?
You don't take Mike McCarthy. Are you kidding me?
No,
that's the type of guy that gets rolled out of the tunnel to stand on the sidelines. He'd probably sit on the bench. Dude, he'd just sit there. That's where he'd call his plays from.
Oh man. I wouldn't. I'm not saying do we jump on him, but candidates like that. He's a better candidate than Mike Kafka.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Essentially. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. They won't. The Bears will not. We'll have it all figured out here because we're analysts.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about.
Dude. Me too, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, my goodness. So we got Commanders against Detroit next week. I'm picking Detroit all day in that matchup, no matter what. Like I told you before, man, I wasn't convinced with Detroit until they played against Minnesota 2 weeks ago. No, I think it was their second to last game.
It took you all season to get on board with Detroit?
No. I just thought with all the injuries they had.
Oh, sure.
I thought towards the end, I didn't think that they were going to be able to sustain that through the playoffs. And then I saw a game. I forgot which game it was. I don't think it was Detroit. Not Detroit, sorry, the fucking Vikings game. Who's their second to last game of the season? I don't know. Whoever they played.
Vikings?
No, that was the last game of the season.
Are you talking about the Lions second to last?
Yeah.
Oh, who was it? I'll be honest, I can't even remember.
Well, whoever it was.
Oh, it was the Bears. They played Christmas.
Okay, then not
just before Christmas.
All I know is I think it was just that game against Detroit that I was just like, wow, okay, they can still have 12 guys on IR and still be fine. Like it's.
Oh, you're talking about the 49ers. That was their second to last game, and right before the Vikings. Because we kind of knew that they were going to. We knew they were going to beat the Bears.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
kind of how
100%.
it goes.
Yeah,
But
so I don't know which. I think it might have been the Vikings game because like I thought the Vikings were gonna fucking come in there and
at least put up a fight.
that's what I thought. I thought the Vikings were gonna come in there and like because of the defensive injuries that they had, and then I was like, yeah, I wasn't really fully convinced until that. I was like, oh shit, yeah, it doesn't matter how many people they have like on IR, they're good. So
Yeah,
that was yeah. So I think obviously, because I remember I told you I was like, oh yeah, I think that the Eagles were gonna beat Detroit. That was my prediction. It was gonna be Eagles Bills or whatever in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was. I thought that Detroit was gonna make it to the NFC Championship and then lose to Philly. But now I think no way. I think Detroit is in the Super Bowl and probably wins it. I think.
I mean, them having the bye week, the first round bye, I think that helps a lot. Like they'll probably have David Montgomery.
Montgomery will be back. Yep.
Yeah. He
kind of hinted at it when he said, like, "Hey, you gonna be back next week?" He's like, "I don't know. We'll see."
You tell me.
He did that. You know what that's from, right? He's quoting Jalen Ramsey.
There was some meme, wasn't it? Or
well, no. So Jalen Ramsey, he was when he played for the Rams. He was a cornerback.
Oh, I remember.
He gave a zesty ass fucking interview. He's like, I locked you up during. He's like, you tell me. He's like, I locked you up the whole game. He's like, you grown man. He's like, I don't know what the fuck he said, but it's very funny.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he. So yeah, he quoted him. That was what that was from. So I was like, oh yeah, he's coming back for sure.
No, I mean, I think the Lions have a good chance. They just got good energy. They're just handling everything well. They're having fun.
Do the Commanders have good energy too?
Yeah, they do.
Don't they? I mean,
I just don't know if a rookie quarterback against the Lions is, at least this season's Lions, is going to be. I mean, I think
they didn't play each other in the regular season, did they?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, if the Commanders do beat the Lions, I think they're going to shock a lot of people.
Yeah.
And good. I mean, all power to them. Honestly, I mean, I'd love to see Jayden Daniels continue on in the playoffs. He's the first rookie that the Commanders have had to start in the postseason. He won in the first round. Yeah. That's pretty great.
Because I guess RG3 didn't make it to the playoffs his first year. Then I guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, so I mean, I'd like to see him do well. I just don't know. I mean, of course, I want to see the Lions win just because I live out here, and I mean, damn, dude, the hype is real.
I think I'd rather see Detroit do it than Washington. Sorry, Jayden Daniels, but that's just to back myself up on the fact that we picked the right guy. It's like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Jayden Daniels was in Chicago. It doesn't matter. But he wouldn't have fucking done what he's doing now. So we could keep saying that all we want. I could keep saying I don't want him to go to the Super Bowl all I want. But regardless, that could have been, if Caleb got drafted over there, that could have been him.
I mean, on that, it's one of those you shoulda, you coulda, you woulda, but
we'll
you
never
didn't.
know.
So piss off,
exactly.
Who's the guy that kept saying that Caleb Williams was the wrong guy?
Dan Orlovsky.
Shut up, Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, fucker. Oh man, no, seriously, I just don't. Yeah, Dan Orlovsky. Find the back of the end zone, why don't you? All right. What else we got on here?
I took a bunch of notes. Go
on.
What do you got?
No, you go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question.
Okay, so I took a bunch of notes. Actually, I think that this is all still accurate because they're all in. So I put together a short list of the players or aspects of a team that need to be watched for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Who could make or break a team's season. I don't know if you wanted to dive into that a little bit.
Dive into it, dude.
All right, so we still got the Eagles. They're in the running. Cooper DeJean, he's a rookie, right? Rookie cornerback.
DeJean, yeah.
Rookie cornerback, white dude.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's young. He's a
I
young
think it's the
dude in the
second
league.
year. Anyway,
Okay.
regardless,
Either way,
I could be wrong. You could be right.
he
Who
was
knows?
targeted during the regular season. He was targeted 73 times, and he let up 0 touchdowns.
Wow.
So, I mean, I think that the defense, right,
Hell yeah,
the
for white
defense,
cornerbacks, brother.
the Eagles as a whole. I don't know if this is well. It says they only allowed 33 touchdowns this season,
Damn.
which is crazy, you
Yeah.
know. So that's something something to pay attention to. I don't know if that 33 touchdowns is accurate. I mean, it could have been an old stat, or maybe I just didn't type it in wrong.
Gotcha.
But they've been playing some dominant ball, right?
Yeah. I see you have on here Marshawn Lattimore, because we were talking about Commanders, right? Just now.
Yeah.
That fucking guy. Did you see him in what's his face? Oh my god, you were talking
Mike.
about Cooper DeJean. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Mike Evans. Oh no,
yeah,
you're good. You're good. I was done talking about Cooper DeJean.
Oh, perfect.
I'm moving on.
That matchup, dude. That was fucking because they hate each other. Did you see? Have you seen that whole thing about them? Yeah, they fucking absolutely hate each other.
You see those memes of like, oh, what is it? Whatever it is, like something's happening, and there's Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans fucking fighting in the background.
Oh yeah, dude. Because like when he was on the Saints, because obviously the Saints are in the same division as the Buccaneers, NFC South or whatever. So like they played each other quite often, and yeah, there's just so many clips of them just fighting all the time because like that.
Because Lattimore can.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just saying because he can lock it down, man. He's good. He's really good. But what were you saying?
I remember watching. There was a clip of him just going off of them going back and forth throughout the years, and there was one of like Tom Brady was like talking shit to him when he was on the Bucs, and then like Marshawn Lattimore like got up in his face, and then out of nowhere Mike Evans just fucking lays him out, dude. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I love that shit. I love when fucking football players
awesome.
fight. I feel like there should be more fighting. Why don't it pisses me off when you see a lineman just punch somebody in the face mask or in the helmet? Like, what are you doing? That hurts. It's like, dude,
it's mean.
If you're gonna punch somebody, I don't understand why they just don't under the fucking chin, just palm them under the chin. That's all you gotta do. Oh no,
they are going full fist and getting right on the side of the face mask.
God.
Like, nobody wins in that situation.
Hodor. That's just, oh my goodness.
No, dude, so on the Marshawn Lattimore thing, so I have him on this list. He's one of the players that, he could make or break the Commanders season. For opposing QBs, and I think that this is just in the regular season, opposing quarterbacks, when he was on the field, had a QB rating of 58.6.
Oof.
As opposed to, like, I think it was a 107 rating when he's off the field. So,
that's
like,
huge.
he's a difference maker. At least he has been.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, of course, you got Jayden Daniels. I mean, according to, who's the guy?
Dan Orlovsky.
Shut up, Dan. No. The Patriots linebacker, Luke Keith.
Oh, Teddy Bruschi.
Teddy Bruschi, yeah.
You're saying that he's never seen a rookie quarterback that good. He's been an analyst for 16 years, a player for 13 years. He said he's never seen a rookie quarterback like that. I'm like, all right, take it easy, dude.
Whatever. But he has been playing good. You can't doubt that.
No, I'm not going to deny that at all. He is playing fantastic. He's playing better than CJ Stroud, I think, right? Or was whatever.
Oh, I would have to look up the stats. I don't know. But
so Marshawn Lattimore, though, okay. Mm-hmm. Going into this versus Detroit, who do you think they're going to put him on? Do they put him on Amon-Ra St. Brown, or do they put him on Jameson Williams?
Jameson Williams all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the true number one? Is it Jameson Williams, or is it Amon-Ra?
Well, Jameson Williams the most utilized, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he averaged like 17 and a half yards every time he touched the ball. Like,
damn.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I think that and also he only had. Jameson Williams, another guy on the list, he only had 3 dropped balls this season.
Wow.
The drops, they came in big moments in games.
Yeah.
But 3 drop balls all season.
That's pretty impressive.
That's crazy. You know.
Yeah. Well, see, dude, you got to think though. Then if they put him on Jameson, they put Marshawn Lattimore on Jameson Williams, then that just frees up Amon Ra, and that frees up Aiden Hutchinson, or not Aiden Hutchinson, Sam Laporta, and that frees up fucking either Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery out of the backfield. Like you're freeing up everybody if you just put cool, you lock in your number one. You got fucking 10 other. Yeah, you got
the
10 other
linemen
guys
catching touchdown.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could throw 10 other guys.
You could throw
literally
9 other guys. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know if they have enough weapons to shut down the Lions.
Yeah, it's
regardless. I'm sure it's gonna be a
order.
game. Yeah,
it's a tall order for sure. I just hope, I hope it's a good game. I hope it's not a fucking blowout. I like sitting on the edge of my seat when it's not my team.
Yeah, right. I know, dude. Like, watching playoffs right now, it's like I'm on a beach. Like, I don't care at all.
Yeah, it's pretty much how
I just want to watch some good.
Pretty much how every year is for the playoffs for us. We just don't really care. It's like,
very true,
but
we can talk about
go ahead.
Oh no! What were you saying? The Bills?
I was just gonna say because the Bills were the next thing on this fucking list. I was gonna say the fucking since the Bills are my number 2, my second favorite, my AFC team. I'm hoping that it's gonna be a very tall order against Baltimore. That's Baltimore and Bills. That's gonna be a great fucking game next week, dude. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, the Bills. The aspect that you got to watch with the Bills is the entire offensive line. Josh Allen was only sacked 14 times this entire season.
Most expensive offensive line in the league.
It shows. Sure. It shows.
I know when they first got him, when they first got Josh Allen, I remember that that was a thing that they spent money and they had the most expensive offensive line in the league for a while, and I'm sure they still Absolutely. That's what the Bears need to do. Get a good offensive line, too. That'd be fucking great. That'd be fucking great, man.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping, dude. I'm really hoping that the Bills can get it done against the Ravens. This is gonna be it's gonna be a really good game.
You know what? I think that they do. Just looking at the sack stats, Lamar Jackson was sacked 23 times this season. Josh Allen 14. So the Bills have a better line.
How is the defense? We got to look into the Ravens pass rush.
I would have to look.
See how their pass rush is and all that stuff. And
for the Ravens, they got weapons. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews, right?
Yep, Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson too, right? Isn't he on there? Right?
I think so.
No.
But then for the Ravens, you got Justin Tucker, who only made 73% of his kicks this season.
Yep.
He was ranked 36th out of 44 kickers who attempted one kick in a game, which is, awful. Are you kidding me, dude? From going the best ever to play the position,
still is the best ever for sure.
To be bottom 10 is
having
nuts.
an off year. I don't think anything is going to. I don't know. I think that just because he's a proven kicker. I think he's fine. I think he's gonna be fine.
I think if he gets put on the spot this postseason, he's gonna drop the ball.
You think so?
I think he's gonna miss. Yeah, I think that'll be the reason that the Bills win.
Let's make a $5 bet on if it comes down to a field goal.
Okay.
And he misses
think that he'll make it?
I think he makes it. If it comes down to a high pressured situation, if it doesn't come down to that, obviously the bet goes away. But you know what I mean?
Sure. I think it's got to be the last play. This is going to be the one that either sends it into overtime or wins it. And okay, I'll make that bet. Sure.
Yeah, I think the veteran mentality comes through. I think he blocks out the fucking. I think his goatness comes into fucking effect and he gets it done. I think he fucking drills it right down the middle too.
73%. Whatever you say.
I got faith in the goat kicker, dude. Speaking of hitting it right down the middle, dude. How about the fucking Commanders getting their doink in their favor? Come on, man. We couldn't even get a double doink.
I'm sitting there. I was watching the game, and I'm watching it with Casey, and I even called it. I'm like, they're gonna miss. They're gonna miss because I wanted to see Baker Mayfield
I
advance.
do
I
too,
want to
dude.
see the Bucks
Yeah,
win.
man. I love
But
Baker, dude.
the fact that it came down to a doink, like that was nuts.
Seriously, it's like, come on, man. Yeah, dude, I really wanted to see Baker get past the, because he's only been to a wild card round. He's never made it past that. I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to see him do it. Him and Josh Allen are my two favorite, like, playing right now. They're just, I just Baker. He's got that white boy swagger. I love it.
Yeah, he's got that swag. You saw that clip I sent you of
Dude,
him
he just
yesterday.
oh god, that was gnarly.
Yeah, quarterback keeper, and he's like, "I'm not sliding."
Just lowers his shoulder, dude. Hell yeah,
dude, got an extra like 7 or 8 yards or something out of it. Like that's
what I like to see, dude.
I like that. That's cool.
Hell yeah, lower his shoulder. I never slid one time ever. I don't think.
No,
I think I was lower to shoulder. Maybe not. I don't know. Probably why I don't remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah, probably.
What else we got here?
I don't know. For the Lions, I did have Jameson Williams because of his 3 drops all season, and then obviously their defense, even though they're they're not at full force, they're still making a difference, making plays.
Right.
And then obviously you have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, Knuckles and Sonic and Knuckles or whatever they call them. Yeah. And I don't want to call them the most dominant running back duo in the NFL, but like right now, this season, yes.
Yeah.
But you had, who was it? Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson on the same team in this whatever year that was. And then who was it?
Remember goddamn Thomas Jones and Cedric Benson, baby, together?
Yeah,
that was a great duo.
There's been just awesome pairings.
Even recently, David Montgomery and Tyreek Cohen, dude, that was a great duo because they, Tyreek Cohen, little scat back, little quick little guy.
Do you know he was only 5'6"?
Yeah, he was a little guy. He weighed 180 pounds.
Tiny,
yeah, he was tiny, dude. Fuck, there's some other good. I'm trying to think. When Cleveland when they had freaking Kareem Hunt and goddamn Nick Chubb.
I was going to say when Cleveland I just learned this today, but back in like the 60s, they had Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell, which I guess are considered the best duo ever to play.
Yeah.
And like the Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen one, they would have been had Bo Jackson stayed healthy, but got injured. It is what it is.
It's a bad time to eat ice. Oh my god, it's so cold.
But yeah, that's kind of all I got. I did.
Sorry for you guys listening to that at 6 a.m. on your ride to work. I thought that's
all I got for the difference makers in the playoffs right now, and I didn't include anybody on the Chiefs because I don't think they belong where they are. But
no, and it's gonna piss me off if they get any further than. So right now they're playing. They got the Texans at Arrowhead next week. That's a tough environment.
They'll probably win.
Honestly, they probably will. So they will have the winner of
the
Bills Ravens. Yeah, that'll be the AFC Championship.
And I just don't see them beating either of those teams. It's not in the postseason. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because like. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have a tough time beating Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
At least Lamar Jackson does. Lamar Jackson his record against Patrick Mahomes is not good. I don't think. Hang on. Lamar Jackson record against Pat Mahomes. His record against Patrick Mahomes is 1-4. He's only beat him once.
Oh my god.
So that is I guess we'll see what happens. I really think that Buffalo wins that game though, but I don't know. I don't know what the Vegas odds are. I don't know. We got to check that too. The odds makers, see what those are at. See what the odds are at. Fucking hang on, let me check my old FanDuelio. But also, we got the Eagles are playing the Rams now, so they got that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's
With
going to
the
be.
way, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be Eagles, Lions, NFC Championship, Eagles versus Bills, Super Bowl. I think. I hope. But if honestly, at the same time, dude, honestly, I feel bad. But if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, I got to root for the Bills over Detroit. I
I
mean,
don't
just
blame you.
because they're my number. It's my AFC team. I wouldn't be right.
Yeah.
But I am gonna. I don't know. I don't even know why I threw a butt in there, but I don't know. Who do you think is going to be the matchup, or who do you think is going to win these? Who do you think is going to win?
Lions, Bills, or
Lions,
Lions,
Bills?
Ravens, and it's going to be Lions.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a safe bet for sure. I just yeah. I like to see a good underdog story too. So that's why, honestly, I don't want. I would love. I'm really going to be shocked. I think the whole world will be shocked if the Commanders win next week. That's just gonna be the coolest fucking thing ever. Can you? I mean, just imagine, dude.
Oh,
Just think
I
about it. It's a
imagine
blown
everybody
out.
here is going to be upset, like really mad.
I
But
would be too.
it'd be crazy. I mean, all power to him, honestly. I mean, as much as he made us look stupid in Chicago, I kind of he's a rookie, man. Go to Super Bowl? Are you kidding me? Like, yeah,
That'd be really cool to see.
do it for every rookie out there, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's no longer a personal thing. That's like him making a statement for the world. Like,
Yeah. Yep. And
but I mean,
God
we'll
looked
see.
out for him and sent him to a different team than the fucking Bears. He sent him saying, "We're going to send you to the Commanders. You don't want to go to the Bears." Jayden Daniels, and
Yeah, he was
because that's
blessed.
Caleb's spot. Because Caleb is going to fucking bring down the house in the next 10 years, dude. We're gonna own the North, baby. I feel it coming. I don't know. That's probably about a good time to wrap it up, though. I think because we're at just
Yeah,
about an hour, and
hell yeah.
yeah.
Oh, last thing. Did you know that last year in the divisional round, it's been same teams that are in it this year are the same ones that were in it last year for the AFC.
Huh. I did not know that.
Bills, Chiefs,
Oh yeah,
Texans, Ravens. Yeah.
yeah. What was I going to say about that? You said, hang on, Bill. I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, that's a good spot. I forgot.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in because I thought it was cool.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that does it, I think, for this week. So yeah, hopefully we have some good, interesting games to watch this weekend. Hopefully they're not blowouts. Hopefully they're
Just
not
better than what we've seen.
Yeah, I don't want blowouts, and I don't want a defensive battle. I want to have a mid to high scoring game, and I want it to be a shootout. I want it to come back. I want it to come to every game to come down to the last second.
Yep.
That'd be cool. But cool. All right, guys, we shall see you next week. Bear down.
Bear down. Go Bears.
Go Bears.